Okay, in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about chromatography, and to help us, I've got a little image here of a result from a chromatography experiment. So, in this situation, the focus I want to really talk about is we put our samples of ink on the start line, and then we let the solvent move up through the paper. Once it reaches the ink, the solvent should dissolve the sample and then take the sample with it, and then we'll get traces of that as it travels up the paper. So you can see this particular ink here has given me two. There's one there, if you do the middle of them, and one there. So it's separated into two, therefore it's a mixture. And C has also separated into two. There's one there, and there's one there. So that's also a mixture of two inks. Interestingly, ink B has not given me any result. Now you might therefore think, you know what, that doesn't contain any ink, but that's not the case. It is an ink, it contains ink. So why is it not giving me a result? And the reason why is because ink B is not soluble in the solvent we have used. So what I would need to do in order to make that work is try a different solvent. So for example, the most common solvent is water. So you tend to use water initially. And if this was the case in my example here, this ink B has not dissolved in the water. So therefore I'd have to swap and try a different solvent. And the next most common one would be alcohol as an example. And that I would then use that to see if the ink is soluble in the alcohol. If it is soluble, then I would get little patterns emerging as the ink separates out into the different inks in the mixture.